If you love simple living and self-reliance, then Jon Jandai might be no stranger to you. He is a Thai farmer, speaker, author, YouTuber, and the founder of Pun Pun Center for Self-Reliance. Jon's story is quite fascinating. In this video, I'll tell you how he left his blissful village life to move to Bangkok, where he faced the perils of urbanism, which made him quit his job and drop out of university and return to his simple but meaningful roots and become fully self-reliant. So, now let's start from the beginning. Jon Jandai was born in a poor remote village in Yasothon province in northeastern Thailand. Here, he did rice farming at a young age. As he wasn't a bright student at school, he used to get poor grades. Growing up, Jon observed as multi-skilled, self-reliant villagers build houses, grow and cook food, make tools and materials, and practice self-healing. At the time, the barter system was prevalent rather than money in his village, and the villagers used to enjoy a laid-back life as they used to just work for a couple of hours for 2 months a year. In 1 month, they used to plant rice, and in the next month, harvest it. They loved farming and used to have a free time of 10 months per year in which they used to enjoy their life and be fully content. When Jon was 12, his village got electrified and the villagers started buying televisions, and watching TV made their lives miserable as it made them realize that they were poor as they didn't have cars and big houses. Hitherto, they never even used the word poor. They used to only use the word suffering to refer to their unsolvable problems. The television wrecked their peaceful and happy lives, and they became disturbed and started hating their misfortune and worrying about money. The villagers soon realized that they should move to Bangkok and work hard to earn money and succeed in life. So, most of Jon's fellow villagers started moving to Bangkok. Many of them migrated to work and a few of them to study. At 18, he too moved to Bangkok, where he eventually worked in several jobs like as a factory worker, construction worker, and a security guard. Jon's life in the city was anything but easy as he wasn't earning enough even after working for more than 8 hours per day, without taking a day off for many years, and he was able to afford only either a bowl of noodles or fried rice. Also, he was living in a small, confined room which was not only very hot and uncomfortable, but the room was also being shared with many others. After working hard in Bangkok for 7 years, Jon started thinking of what made his life hard and wondered why he wasn't earning enough and unable to feed himself well even after restlessly working for many years. After much introspection, he realized that his way of life was faulty, but people around him differed with him as they opined that his way of life was perfectly normal as most of the other urbanites were living like him. Then, Jon remembered his childhood days where his villagers were very happy even though they worked for a few hours for just 2 months a year, and they were also able to feed themselves well, and he compared this with his life in Bangkok where he was struggling to feed himself even after toiling for more than 8 hours daily, and thanks to this realization, he started disliking the city life. At the time, Jon realized that humans should make progress to make their lives easier but not hard, and was worried thinking that if he continued living his life like this, his next generation would have to work even harder, which would ruin their health. He joined Ramkhamhaeng University in Bangkok to better understand the modern way of living and study law, but soon lost interest in studying at the university. Also, Jon realized that education mainly taught destructive environmental practices and complicated life. So, he dropped out from university, quit his job, and returned to his native village where he decided to lead a simple life. Thanks to his childhood memories, he was confident that he could lead a comfortable life in the village without working for long hours, and he would have sufficient good food to eat, and growing his food shouldn't be time-consuming. Jon became a rice farmer. After working for just a couple of months a year, he got 4 tons of rice. As his 6-member family used to only consume less than half a ton of rice per year, he sold the remaining rice. He also dug a couple of fish ponds, which ensured that he and his family had fish to eat all around the year. As the rice farming wasn't very profitable, Jon started growing a small garden in less than half an acre of land. Gardening took him just 15 minutes per day, and he was able to grow around 50 varieties of vegetables. As the vegetables were surplus to feed his family, Jon started selling the remaining vegetables in his village market and started earning more than that of minimum wage. He also learnt self-healing and making tools, soap, sauces, and shampoo. Thanks to all these successes, Jon's village life was far better than his life in Bangkok, and unlike living in the city, living in the village enabled him to spend family time and become self-reliant and more confident. As he was earning very less while living in Bangkok, he didn't have any savings, but thanks to farming, he was earning 3 times the minimum wage. As he wasn't investing anything in farming except his labor, all his earnings were net profits. Also, while Jon was working in the city, his mother had to work hard and earn 3,000 baht to feed the family, but after he returned to village and started farming, his mother stopped worrying about food and started depositing her income. Once, he observed an earthen building on his visit to New Mexico, U.S. He was very impressed by the building and started learning about it, and after returning to his home country, he decided to build the first earthen building in Thailand. Jon started working on his earthen house. He built his house within 3 months by just working a couple of hours daily. Later, he built many earthen houses which gained popularity in Thailand, and in 2002, he started teaching people to build earthen buildings. Jon realized that the seeds of many plant species weren't being saved, and as many plant species were going extinct, this might pose a risk to food security. So, he started focusing on seed saving, and in July 2003, he, along with his wife, Peggy Reentz, co-founded Pun Pun Center in Chiang Mai, Thailand to focus on seed saving. Later, Pun Pun grew into a learning center for self-reliance, simple living, and homeschooling. In 2018, Jon founded Pun Pun Ison, which focuses on sustainable farming. Jon started his YouTube channel by the name Jon Jandai Life is Easy on August 22, 2019. He teaches self-reliance and farming through his channel and has more than 180K subscribers on it. On August 3, 2011, he delivered a TEDx talk titled, Life is Easy. Why do we make it so hard? In Doi Suthep. Currently, this video has more than a whopping 14 million views. Jon also authored numerous books, namely, Living with Earth, Going Home, The Garden, Gardening, and Seed Saving. His wife hails from Colorado, U.S., and this couple has a son. So, how are you inspired by Jon Jandai's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written his story on my website, which I'm linking in this video's description. Finally, if you are interested in more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.